Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and within the first hour of your day, you've already kickstarted your metabolism, burned fat, and set yourself up for effortless weight loss. This isn't some fantasy or expensive supplement scam. It's a simple method that's taking social media by storm and helping thousands of people lose 10, 20, even 30 pounds in their first month. The method is called 30-30-30, and it might be the easiest weight loss hack you've never heard of. But here's the crazy part. Most people who try this method see results within the first week, and by the end of 30 days, they're posting transformation photos that look almost too good to be true. The best part? You don't need to count calories, eliminate entire food groups, or spend hours at the gym. In fact, this method works so well that even people who have failed at every other diet are finally seeing the scale move in the right direction.
If you've been struggling to lose weight, feeling frustrated with complicated diet plans, or wondering why nothing seems to work for you anymore, then you need to hear about this method that's literally changing lives one morning at a time.
Let's be honest about something. The weight loss industry has completely failed us. We've been told that losing weight requires superhuman willpower, extreme restriction, and complicated meal plans that require a PhD in nutrition to understand. Meanwhile, we're more overweight than ever before, and the solutions keep getting more complex and expensive. The average person tries 14 different diets in their lifetime, spending thousands of dollars on programs that promise everything but deliver nothing but frustration and regained weight. The problem isn't that we lack willpower or motivation. The problem is that we've been approaching weight loss completely backwards. Most diet plans focus on what you can't eat, when you can't eat, and how little you're allowed to consume. They ignore the most important factor in successful weight loss, which is working with your body's natural rhythms instead of against them. Your metabolism isn't broken, and you don't need to starve yourself to see results. What you need is a system that leverages your body's natural fat-burning mechanisms, and that's exactly what the 30-30-30 method does. This approach recognizes that your first hour awake is the most metabolically important time of your entire day. It's when your body is primed to burn fat, build muscle, and set the tone for the next 23 hours. Yet most of us waste this golden window by hitting the snooze button, rushing through our morning, and grabbing whatever convenient food we can find. By the time we finally eat something substantial, we've already missed the opportunity to optimize our metabolism for the entire day. The science behind the 30-30-30 method is rooted in how your body naturally regulates energy, builds muscle, and burns fat. When you wake up in the morning, your body has been fasting for 8 to 12 hours. During this time, your insulin levels have dropped to their lowest point, your growth hormone levels are elevated, and your body is primed to use stored fat for energy. This is the perfect metabolic state for fat burning, but it only lasts for a short window after you wake up. The first component of the method, eating 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking, serves multiple critical functions. Protein requires more energy to digest than carbohydrates or fats, a process called the thermic effect of food. When you consume protein, your body burns approximately 25 to 30% of those calories, just breaking down and processing the amino acids. This means that a 30-gram protein breakfast automatically increases your metabolic rate for the next several hours. But the benefits go far beyond just burning extra calories. Protein triggers the release of hormones like GLP-1 and PYY, which send satiety signals to your brain and naturally reduce your appetite throughout the day. Studies show that people who eat a high-protein breakfast consume an average of 400 fewer calories throughout the day without even trying. This isn't about willpower or restriction. It's about working with your body's natural appetite regulation system. The amino acids from your morning protein also provide the building blocks your muscles need to recover and grow, especially when combined with exercise. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns calories even when you're at rest. Every pound of muscle you build increases your daily caloric expenditure by approximately 50 calories per day.
Over the course of a year, that's over 18,000 extra calories burned, which equals more than 5 pounds of fat loss. The 30 minutes of exercise component works synergistically with the protein to maximize these benefits. When you exercise in a fasted or semi-fasted state, your body is forced to use stored fat for energy, since glycogen levels are depleted from your overnight fast. This type of exercise, often called fasted cardio, has been shown to increase fat oxidation by up to 20% compared to exercising after eating a large meal. The exercise doesn't need to be intense to be effective. A brisk 30-minute walk burns approximately 150 to 200 calories, but more importantly, it increases insulin sensitivity for the next 24 hours. This means your body will be better at using carbohydrates for energy rather than storing them as fat throughout the day.
The timing of these three components creates a powerful metabolic cascade that lasts far beyond your morning routine.
Now let's talk about how to actually implement the 30-30-30 method in your daily life. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity, but there are specific strategies that will maximize your success and make the process as easy as possible. For the protein component, you want to focus on complete proteins that contain all essential amino acids. The best options include eggs, Greek yogurt, protein powder, cottage cheese, or lean meats. 3 whole eggs provide about 18 grams of protein, so you'd need to add some egg whites or a small portion of Greek yogurt to reach 30 grams. A protein shake made with 1 scoop of quality protein powder typically provides 25 to 30 grams and can be prepared the night before for convenience. Greek yogurt with 2 scoops is another excellent option that provides probiotics for gut health along with your protein requirement. The key is to prepare your protein source the night before, so there's no decision-making or preparation time when you wake up. Set up a protein shake in your refrigerator, pre-boil some eggs, or portion out your Greek yogurt. This eliminates any excuses or barriers that might prevent you from following through. For the exercise component, start with what feels manageable and gradually increase intensity over time. A 30-minute walk around your neighborhood is perfect for beginners and provides all the metabolic benefits you need. If walking feels too easy after a few weeks, you can incorporate body weight exercises like push-ups, squats, or lunges every few minutes during your walk. For those who prefer gym workouts, a combination of light cardio and resistance training works extremely well. The goal isn't to exhaust yourself, but to activate your muscles and cardiovascular system. Remember, you're exercising in a fasted state, so your energy levels might be lower than usual at first. This is completely normal and will improve as your body adapts to using fat for fuel. Always listen to your body and stop if you feel dizzy or unwell. The timing aspect is crucial for maximum effectiveness. Set your alarm 30 minutes earlier than usual to give yourself enough time to eat your protein and complete your exercise without rushing. This might require going to bed 30 minutes earlier, but the metabolic benefits are worth the adjustment. Lay out your workout clothes the night before and have your protein source ready to consume immediately upon waking. Some people find it helpful to set a second alarm 30 minutes after their first alarm as a reminder to start their exercise. During your exercise, focus on how good it feels to be moving your body and starting your day with intention. This mental shift from viewing exercise as punishment to viewing it as self-care makes the process much more sustainable long-term. Many people make critical mistakes when implementing the 30-30-30 method that can significantly reduce its effectiveness or lead to giving up entirely. The most common mistake is trying to make the method more complicated than it needs to be. Some people think they need to eat exactly 30 grams of protein, not 29 or 31, and they spend precious morning time weighing and measuring everything. While hitting close to 30 grams is important, being within 5 grams either direction won't make or break your results. Another mistake is choosing protein sources that are difficult to prepare or consume quickly. Cooking a full breakfast with multiple ingredients defeats the purpose of the simple 30-minute timeline. Stick to protein sources that require minimal preparation like protein shakes, Greek yogurt, or pre-cooked eggs. Many people also make the mistake of exercising too intensely too soon. Remember, you're exercising in a fasted state, which means your glycogen stores are depleted. This isn't the time for high-intensity interval training or your hardest workout of the week. Save intense exercise for later in the day, when you've had time to fuel your body properly. A moderate intensity walk or light resistance training is perfect for the morning session. Some people skip the method entirely on weekends or when their schedule changes, thinking they can just restart on Monday. Consistency is key for building the metabolic adaptations that make this method so effective. Your body doesn't know it's Saturday, and your metabolism doesn't take weekends off. Find ways to maintain the method even when your routine changes, even if it means modifying the timing slightly. Another common mistake is not getting enough sleep, which undermines everything you're trying to accomplish with the morning routine. If you're only getting 5 or 6 hours of sleep, waking up 30 minutes earlier will leave you more tired and stressed, which can actually hinder weight loss. Prioritize getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep and adjust your bedtime accordingly. Finally, many people expect to see dramatic results within the first few days and give up when the scale doesn't move immediately. Remember that building muscle and losing fat happen simultaneously with this method, so the scale might not reflect your progress initially. Take body measurements, progress photos, and pay attention to how your clothes fit rather than relying solely on the number on the scale. The 30-30-30 method represents a fundamental shift in how we approach weight loss and health. Instead of focusing on restriction and complicated rules, this method works with your body's natural rhythms to create sustainable fat loss and improved metabolic health. The beauty lies in its simplicity and the fact that you're setting yourself up for success within the first hour of each day. When you consistently provide your body with quality protein, engage in moderate exercise, and time everything to work with your natural hormone fluctuations, weight loss becomes much easier and more sustainable. Thousands of people are already using this method to transform their bodies and their relationship with food and exercise. The testimonials and before and after photos speak for themselves. People who have struggled with weight loss for years are finally seeing consistent results. The method doesn't require expensive supplements, complicated meal plans, or hours at the gym. It simply requires 30 minutes of your morning and a commitment to consistency. If you're ready to try something that actually works, start tomorrow morning. Set your alarm 30 minutes earlier, prepare your protein source tonight, and commit to 30 days of following the 30-30-30 method. Document your progress with photos and measurements so you can see the changes happening in your body. Remember that the goal isn't perfection, but consistency. Even if you miss a day here and there, get right back to the method the next morning. Your future self will thank you for taking action today and implementing a system that works with your body instead of against it. The scale will start moving, your energy will increase, and you'll finally have a sustainable approach to weight loss that you can maintain for life.